Welcome back to season 2, part 2. This is the second part with Cheree Leon. I know you're going to enjoy it. I know you enjoyed the first one. This one we get even deeper into the nitty-gritty. So I hope you enjoy. So you've really been through it because you lost your brother, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I lost my brother. His flatmate at the time wanted to sleep with his girlfriend, so he got him to take methadone. Because my brother wasn't on heroin, methadone is like a substitute if you're on heroin. So if I took methadone, it's like some sort of liquid that you drink. I could have a chemical reaction and die. So sadly, my brother died in his sleep.
From the one time of taking methadone?
Methadone,
wow.
Yeah. And that was, for us as a family, that what triggered my mum to drink. You know, it was...
Of course, so your mum lost a child.
That was probably the lowest point in my life, losing my brother.
Yeah.
Because we was all so close as a family. So yeah, that was horrible. And then obviously losing Skibber, and then sadly losing my mum.
I was just going to ask you about that. I know your mum's recent, isn't she?
Yes.
And I did think when I saw that, how much more can this girl take?
It was horrible because I had that feeling again that I always have. I get this really weird feeling in my stomach.
Before your mum passed,
yeah,
you felt...
I felt something had happened to her. So I was doing a photo shoot for the cover of this book, and I remember I was there with my publicist and the photographer, who's a big Playboy photographer, and I was doing this photo shoot, and I said to my publicist, I said, I've got a feeling something's wrong with my mum. Anyway, I woke up the next day and I said, I've got a feeling something's wrong with my mum.
And had your mum been ill, or you just...
No, I just had this
feeling.
So I rang up my sister and I said, I've got a feeling something's not right with mum. Same again, I would have these feelings and people would go round and she would be all right. She was an alcoholic, lovely lady, but lots of issues because of my brother dying. Anyway, I said, please Tony, please can you go around mum's house? I've got this really bad feeling something bad's happened to her. So I got a taxi from my sister, I got her to go around the house, and then I rang back a couple of hours late, a couple of hours or so later, and then she couldn't get in. I said, maybe she's had a drink, gone to sleep, and I said, no, just keep knocking on the door, smash the door down, phone the police. So then she's phoned the police, and the police couldn't get in the door, and then her boyfriend come round, chiselled the door open, and my mum was laying there. She'd been unconscious on the floor for 2 days.
Since you'd had that bad feeling?
Yeah. Wow. And then I was like, oh my God, I did you
just think, I can't take any more?
I just thought, this is not happening to me, not my mum. And I think it's hard to deal with grief, and as a person, you think, okay, I've lost my brother, I've lost my baby dad, but my mum is just like...
She's your
mum
is your strength, isn't she?
Yeah, your mum is your strength, and you think, you know, if something goes wrong, you ring...
Who do we ring? We ring our mum, don't we?
Yeah, and my mum is the person that made me strong, God bless her, because... You know, if it wasn't through my mum, I'm such a strong person. Did you have to be? Was
your mum there for you when you lost Skibber, and so she's been your strength?
Yeah, I mean, like with my mum, we had a very up and down relationship, and I didn't want to send her over the edge with drinking really badly because she was just constantly worrying about me.
And you worried about her worrying about you, so you kept...
And she was just begging me every day to come home. She'd be like, Cheree, just come home. And like, part of me thinks, I should have just gone home to my mum, really, and just moved back to Devon and just looked after my mum. But
you can't... I understand you feeling like that, but you can't look at it like that because you wouldn't have been able to be with her 24/7 anyway. Do you know what I mean, Cheree? You're a mum, you've got Skylar, so would have happened anyway, as hard as that is. That you should never...
It's really hard.
Guilt's a terrible thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Guilt's the worst feeling, I think. What if? I should have. Why didn't I? We all beat ourselves up with that.
And I think as people go, You think, okay, I've lost my brother, I've lost my baby dad, I've lost my mom. Like, you think, God, don't give me any more.
Please, God, don't do anything
leave
else.
me alone.
Yeah.
You know, I've got to, like, look after my family now, make sure my brothers and sisters are okay.
I mean, the fact that you still get up every day, I know that's Skylar.
Yeah, that's
and I know without her things might be different, as in you wouldn't have the strength you've got. But you really should be proud of yourself, Cheree, because you have been through hell and back, haven't you?
Yeah, and I think it's nice because you see, I do it because I have to. I put myself into mom mode where I just get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if I feel like shit. I have a bad day, I think about Skipper, I think about my mom, I think about my brother. I just always like blank it out and think to myself, no.
It's not about me.
It's about Skylar.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm all she's got in this world, right? I have to make sure I support my baby. People think that I get all these thousands of pounds from Skipper, I don't. I support my child myself, right? I want my child to grow up and have a beautiful life. So if people look down on me and think, oh, she shouldn't have done that book. Why shouldn't I do a book? I wanted to put my side of the story out there. And why shouldn't I do a book? Why shouldn't I support my daughter?
No, I agree. I agree. And why do these people have opinions anyway? Worry about your own life and your own family. Let people do what they think's right. You're not hurting anyone. You're just telling your truth.
Yeah.
So,
and even people will say to me, they'll message me and they'll say, oh my gosh, Cheree, I cannot believe how strong you are and what you've been through. Now, if I can help women out there, and this is why I'm doing my own podcast called The Aesthetic Circle.
We will talk about that.
I think if I can help women to say, look, I've been through all this trauma growing up, still going through trauma, you can get through whatever situation you're in, whether you're getting beat up by your husband, whether you're, in a relationship you don't want to be in, whether you've lost someone, whether you've got, you can get up and think, God, please help me today. And sometimes, you've just got to get up and be strong.
And it's nice to have someone to look at and think, she's done it, I can do it, and you are doing it every day, aren't you? You're going through the motions even when you don't want to. And I think, like you say, you're a voice, and it's good to do that. Women need to support other women.
Yeah, and I think if you want to cry, cry. What's the point of sitting here? Because even if I sat here and was really hard-faced, I'd be like, oh, she don't give a fucking shit, she doesn't.
Oh, you can't win.
Yeah.
You can't.
But the thing is with me, when I talk about certain things and certain situations, it makes me cry because I'm not heartless.
No.
That's why sometimes when I go out and people will come up to me all the time and say, oh my gosh, Cheree, Skipper, and I sometimes I just have to just go blank because that's my way of trying to deal with it. And then sometimes people come up to me and go, oh my God, I can't believe you've gone through all this. And they just want you to cry, and they're like waiting to see if you're going to cry. And they're like,
cry then.
I'm doing someone's lips today. And if you've had to pull yourself out this situation. I remember working in this shop, and this woman's come running in and she went, oh my God, Cheree, I feel so sad for you. And she was shaking me, and I was like, whoa. And she was like, I can't believe what's happening to you. And I'm like, oh, please God, not today.
Not today, I don't want to talk about it today.
I don't want to talk about it.
And that woman's lips need finishing. Like, leave me alone.
Like, what do you want me to do? Cry on your lips?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you want me to actually and also with my job, you've got to get up and you're on the ball, you're putting needles in people's faces.
Yeah.
You have got to, you can't drink the day before, you can't, you've got to be professional. You don't want to be sat there crying into your client's lips, even though, like your clients, some of my clients, they've been on this journey with me, they've seen me before Skipper, they've watched me glow, they've watched me have Skylar, they're more like friends. Yeah. Not just clients, they're more like friends. But even that, you're like, I'd find myself really getting myself prepared for the day. So So I'd do some breathing, I'd relax, I'd do some meditation, I'd get up early, and I'd get myself mentally prepared, because there's always going to be Rita saying to you, oh my gosh, what happened here? Yeah. What did the family say? And then and then I'd have people coming from all over the country to see me because of the TV show, and they'd book in, and they just want to talk about Skibber, what's happening. Not even to get their lips done or things done. They sometimes. Want to talk about it. They just want to have a right old gossip.
Yeah. When you put yourself in the public eye, like you have, or on social media, and you build a platform, you have to take the rough with the smooth to a point, don't you?
Yeah.
If you put yourself out there, you've got to take the negative comments as well as I know it's different, but it's the same. The other day when Harley said when his podcast comes out, Mum, I'm going to get trolled. People are going to say things. Stay the fuck away from your phone. He actually said that to me the other day. Because when you see a child being trolled,
oh my God,
I just want to run everyone over. He said, Mum, it's part of it.
Yeah, it is.
And it is, as sad as that is, but people do take it to
it's just like
extreme.
I remember Bex, Colour Girl's like really one of my good friends as well, and she said that she put a post up about Skylar, and someone commented underneath, there's too many online. And I was like, and she went, and I was like, why did you ring me up and tell me that?
Tell me that.
Oh my gosh.
Which is another subject, isn't it? With having a mixed race child and no dad or that side of the family.
Yeah.
When you bring up a child purely,
with white people.
My son was brought up just around white people. Predominantly, Harley grew up in a all white family of all women.
I mean, it's like all women in my family as well. Skylar don't really see any men, all she sees is her uncles. And for me, I took Skylar out to Raver Tots once, and all Skylar relates her dad is glasses, hat, and Harvey was there from the So Solid crew, right? And he stood next to me and he went, oh, Skipper's daughter, it's picked up Skylar, and Skylar looked at him with his hat on, his glasses, and she went, it's my dad. And I was like, I was just like wanting to go in a hole, and he went, no, I know your dad's a legend, and he's really nice, Harvey.
Yeah.
And Skylar's put down and she went, where's my dad gone, Mum? And I went, and I just had to go.
It just killed you.
It just killed me, and I was like, I couldn't breathe, and I said to her, Skylar, that is not your dad. But she just seen the glasses and the hat.
Glasses related it to.
And I just wanted the whole grand to swallow me up, and I thought, no, I am going. And then I remember once, this is probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me, right?
Go on.
So I'm in this restaurant in Pizza Hut. Me and Skylar would go out for a pizza on a Friday, right? This bloke's come in with a hat on and glasses. And before I could say anything, he sat down with his wife and his 2 kids. Skylar turned around and she went, Mum, that's my dad, right? She's got off her chair and she's went up to this man who, by this time, his wife was turning around looking at me.
Oh, I bet she
and
is.
Looking at Skylar, and I said, I'm really sorry, I've never met your husband before in my whole life.
God,
I said, Skylar, this is not your dad.
Did they see the funny side?
Well, I just wanted to get Skylar and pick her up, and like, because she doesn't really, there's not many really lots of coloured men in where we live. And like, when she's seen this man, his wife must have thought, who the hell is this? Who's this child calling you dad?
Cheree, I want to talk about your book.
Gang to Glam. It recently went to #1 in the autobiographies. It's now about...
Hold on, let's not just rush over that. Can we celebrate that?
Yeah, it was really like something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've got book #2 coming out in September, and it was like my journey to give women inspiration, and my whole inbox is flooded with women saying, I can't believe this, can't believe that happened, and wow, this happened to you, this happened to you. So for me, it's been like a massive journey, but I want women to be inspired. The reason why I did it for is I wanted younger kids to think it doesn't matter where you're born into, what situation you're in. I was born in Birmingham Like, we struggled a lot as a family. Like, my brothers used to have to rob food off doorsteps to feed us. You know,
so you really did have it tough.
Yeah, we had it tough, and like people say, "Oh, Cheree comes to see you in a big Range Rover or whatever." Like, my story is, I come from the streets.
Yeah.
You know, I was selling drugs when I was young.
Yeah.
12, 13.
Yeah.
I got into a lot of trouble in Birmingham as well.
And that's why you moved.
Yeah, that's why my mum moved. I had to do community service. It's something that I'm never proud of, but my journey that I've been through, I want young kids to know. And one day I want to go into schools and tell them my journey, because, you know, I could have easily have gone down that slippery slope, but I never. I was a survivor, and I survived all this trauma. I had a lot of things happen to me as a child, but it's made me the person who I am today. And when I met my author, she's an amazing woman, very spiritual, Kim. She came in to have facials, and she said to me, I always believe that things happen for a reason. You meet people on this journey of life and things happen. And anyway, I met Kim, and she said, I'm an author. And I said, oh, do you know what? I've always wanted to write a book, because my life has been full of gangsters, crime, family, heartache, pain. You know, I think it's just usual normal stuff, but like you say, everyone can write a book.
Yeah.
And then Kim said to me, just tell me a little bit about your life. And I briefly touched on a few things, and she went, I want to write your book. And I was like, okay. So every Tuesday she would come to my house, and I would just talk to her about different things, and it just went so quick. But writing my book was like a emotional roller coaster. It brought up so much trauma that I felt should be buried.
Because you relive, don't you? You go back to...
And it's heartache, it's pain. It's like, even talking about my brother and talking about what happened to him, and the pain and the grief and the heartache and my journey. And then I think, oh my God, did I actually go through it? So this book was really like a little tester, and it did so well. I'm so proud of Kim. I'm so proud of this book, and everybody that supported me, and everyone that's still buying it, and everyone saying that how amazing it is and how it's changed their lives. And there's so much love I get online about it, that we are doing our second book as well. And if they love the first book, the second book is going to be even spicier and better, because there's the next book is what we call a coffee book. So it's got the pictures, it's got lots of amazing things.
So how many books will there be in all?
3.
3.
It's
Brilliant.
a trilogy.
I've only just started this. I'm going to read it tonight when I go to bed as well, to get through it. I actually can't wait, and I'm genuinely proud of you for doing it. And I know you've said to me outside of this podcast, you know, people were like, why have you written a book, and and judging you on that. Why not? Why the hell not? All of us could write a book. You haven't got to publish it. I believe, like, I'm writing a book, but I want my grandchildren and their children to know my life and the truth. And I know the reasons you're doing it, and I do nothing but commend you for that, because I think it's amazing.
And also, for me, it's like, I went through this massive journey with Skibber, and a massive journey before I met Skibber. Like, you know, I want people to see what happened to me on this journey.
On your journey.
Yeah, because it's important for me. And obviously all the hate I got with Skibber, and she killed Skibber, she did this, she did that. No, I want to put everything to bed. If you don't, you need to read my book.
Have you been accused of literally?
Yeah, they'd say, Cheree killed Skibber. How did I kill a man that I'd never seen for 2 months? Like, the industry killed him. Yeah. You know, it wasn't me. What about all these women that we're seeing behind my back? What about judging them? How dare you judge me and make me feel bad for something?
Way about something that you're grieving.
Yeah, and also, if you knew me, you would know how much. What about his driver, right? What about that driver that he had every weekend, driving him in and out of his situations and his life? What about him, Cookie? You know, these people need to be accounted for. And in my book, it tells the real story. It tells the truth, my pain, my heartache. Believe it or not, if you want to really know what happened, you need to buy the book.
Yeah.
You need to buy the second book.
I think that's the trouble with all of us in life. We judge without knowing.
Yeah.
We assume. We're all guilty of it to a point. I've learned in my ripe old age not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'd like to think I don't as much as, you know, I probably did. We've all judged. But I think anyone that's got any interest, read this book, because it is an eye-opener, isn't it?
Yeah.
As well.
And the thing is with the book, people have said, oh my gosh, I can't believe you've put it all out there. And some of my family members was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did this. I fell out with some people about it. But this is my truth. It's what really happened to me.
Yeah.
And if you think this book's bad, wait till you read the second one.
Yeah.
That's even going to be worse. And if this book's pissed you off, the second book would piss you off even more.
It's really going to piss you off.
Yeah, it's going to really piss you off.
Yeah. So let's get up to date, Cheree.
So
let's talk about life today.
Life today is being a good mother is my priority. It's my baby is everything. I just love Skylar and my family. So for me, it's all about them.
Mm-hmm.
I've just launched my own skincare brand called Cheree Leon Turn Back Time Cosmetics, which you can buy online. Which is a product that I wanted to design, which is a natural product, which has got no parabens, no chemicals, but it is scientifically proven to improve your skin, your texture. We have serums, we have a beautiful range of products.
You have, that's what I noticed as soon as you came in, if you don't mind. Your skin is unreal.
And for me, I use all my products. I use my brand serums. And also, I have a skin analysis machine. So with my skin analysis machine, we analyse the skin, we put your face into a skin, and then we take a picture. We go underneath the epidermis of the skin, and then we do a photograph, and we can show how many lines, wrinkles, texture, sun damage you have. And then we give you a printout, and it goes to your phone. So then you would use my skincare, and then you would see how my skincare reduces your wrinkles, reduces the pigmentation, reduces the dryness on your skin, and then you come back in a month's time, we do another skin scan and you see how it is. But what people don't realise is I've done beauty and for many years. I was the first person to work in Whole Foods, Harrods and Selfridges, and bring this skin scan machine over from America with a skincare brand called My Show at the time, and that's what gave me inspiration to do my own skincare brand. Love that. So I've just done that. That's one of my things that I wanted to do. Just opened up a training academy, which I'm doing with one of my best friends that's a doctor in Torquay. For me, it's good that the government's clamping down. These people that are doing these one-day courses, you cannot do Botox and fillers in 1 or 2 days and think that you can put needles in people's faces. Let's get it right.
That's a little bit scary.
That is scary. I'm going to be doing training courses, which are going to be 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah. Right. Which where you're going to be you're going to be taught correct by myself and a doctor. Right. It's not going to be just these 1 or 2 day courses.
Off we go.
And that's what's happening in this industry. They're churning them out. They don't care about the industry. They just want money, 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 money. And I know lots of people that are doing it and made loads of money from it. People are like, why are you not doing the training? I am not doing training until I know that I have the right format and everything's in place to do it correctly, because I would not sleep at night knowing I've trained someone for 1 day and they're going to go and bodge someone's face up. Yeah. Right, I'm not about that. No. And all them breedy women that are doing that, no, that's not part of it.
No, I think it's a good thing it's come into play.
I think so. I've just been asked as well to be a judge for the Southwest Beauty and Awards, so I thought I'd give them a little big up.
Yeah, we'll big them up.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask you a question. Do you, because of your line of work, like you're looking at me now, are you thinking, she needs this, she needs that? Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it as soon as I walked in. No, I'm just very much like where I was one of the first people, one of the first to do the aesthetics. Worked at dentists for years. I take my job very seriously.
Yeah.
People travel all over the world to come and see me.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
And for me, as soon as I meet someone, I think tweak.
What are you going to do?
We're going to do threads. It's going to be Snatch like me. I think with the trolls as well, I think you just got to, having been trolled a lot myself and tatty life and all that sort of stuff, you become so hard to it all.
Yeah.
But behind closed doors you think, oh God. Oh right, so we're gonna go for face threads.
Threads.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna do face threads. We're going to do a combination of face threads. We're going to do skin boosters. You're going to see a whole new woman.
Can't wait. I can't wait. Cheree, it has been such a pleasure to have you here today. Like, we message a lot, don't we? And it's like, let's get a coffee. I mean, we haven't got a coffee since 2019. Coffee's freezing fucking cold. But I'm always there in the background supporting you and vice versa.
Yeah. And I've always had a lot of love for you, and I definitely want to get you on my podcast called the Aesthetic Circle Podcast.
I'm there. I'm there.
Can I just tell you briefly what it's about?
100%.
So the Aesthetic Circle Podcast is for women that have suffered with trauma, pain, heartache. So what we do is we take them, I give them a free makeover, whether it's threads, Botox, fillers. I do it all at my own time.
Love it.
Then we do their makeup, we do their hair, and we've got a fashion stylist that styles them, and we give them the clothes as well.
Oh, darn.
So
that is such a lovely thing, isn't it?
It does cost me a fortune to do it, but if I can make one person feel $1 million for the day, then for me it touches my heart and makes me feel happy.
How amazing is that though for someone, because we do all feel shitty through different times in our life, don't we? And they're going to walk out that door feeling, is it a day makeover? Do you get what I mean? Is it
no? So I could never do that in a day.
No.
So I would get them to come 3 months before to the clinic. Right. So we do the videos of them 3 months before, and then I work out what I'm going to do. So whether or not I do skin boosters, Botox, fillers, face threads. Usually I do a lot of face threads.
Do you? Is that your speciality?
I'm the queen of face threads.
Will I feel pain?
It will be slightly uncomfortable, but the way it snatches your whole face, what it does is a natural way of producing collagen in your skin. So your body naturally tries to break down the thread, okay? And it just feels, I like that snatch feeling. Everyone wants to feel snatched.
Yeah.
And tight.
I've forgotten what that's like. I need a snatch.
We need to get snatched.
Snatch. Isn't a snatch a snatch? Isn't it? Do people call your vagina a snatch?
Oh,
Amy, you must know.
No, I call it no.
No, and I don't call it a snatch. But I'm sure I've heard it called a snatch. I'm going to Google that when I leave here.
Yeah.
If it is called a snatch.
Yeah, so we're going to make you look 10 years younger.
I'm all over that. Amy.
I'm
You
feeling
excited
a bit
for it?
jealous.
I've had to join Amy because this is so exciting.
Yeah, 10 years younger.
And we'll film it, right?
Yeah, we'll film it. The thing is as well is like I've had people come from Ireland, Dubai, Ibiza, just people seeing my stuff online. And for me, I pride myself on my work. I love to make people look and feel young. And then one of my clients said to me, Cheree, because I give away £1,000 worth of products a month.
Do you?
Yeah. And I used to do all competitions to help women. And then one of my clients said, you should do a podcast about this because
100%.
what you do for people, you change their lives. And when we did the reveal...
And how interesting, because I would want to watch someone's journey. Like, it's interesting. We can all see people and think, oh, they look better, or they've had that done, but we don't actually know the reason or the journey behind it, do we?
No.
So...
And for me, it's like watching that lady's journey and seeing her. She was broken when she came in. I loved her. Like, she's a lovely, lovely, lovely woman. And when you see her come out and change like a butterfly, she's got her face done, she's had her threads done, she looks snatched, she looks beautiful, she's got her hair done, she's got her makeup done, she's got a beautiful outfit on, and she's twirling, and she's just like, wow, that transformation
Absolutely love
I've made and I've been part of.
Can I ask a question?
Go
Sorry, do people nominate? Can people nominate people for this?
Yes. So we've just done 3 makeovers. We're looking at doing 3 makeovers per month. I was delayed with it because of my mum passing away. I just couldn't cope with it and just needed to just take some time out. And I said to the girls, look, let's carry on the show when I feel better, because
100%.
I just didn't want to be on camera. I think sometimes you just have to get away from it, where my whole life has revolved around social media. So I took some time out. Then the first episode should be out within the week, and you're going to watch an amazing journey. One of the women that goes on there, she has suffered really badly. Jodie, she had been with her partner since she was 14 years old.
Sorry, a fly has joined the podcast. It's gone again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So she'd been with her partner since she was 14 years old. She went on her first holiday. Went to Spain. She got on a motorbike with him. They had a motorbike accident, and he's paraplegia.
That's awful.
So
that's tragic.
She's been with him ever since. She had to have that decision to turn off his life support machine. And she sat there telling me about it, and I was like, I said to her, because obviously become really good friends with her now, and I said, listen, I cannot cry today, so I've just had my makeup done, please don't make me cry.
Can you water down your story a little bit?
But then she said that obviously she had to turn off the life support machine, and he came back to life just as she was turning the machine off. So these stories are very much like mine. They're heart-wrenching, you know. So
amazing.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that.
And I want you to come on it.
I'm coming on.
Yeah.
I'm there. Send me the date and send me the location, and we'll go. Oh, of course she's coming. We're definitely coming.
And thanks for having me on. I've really enjoyed it.
You are so welcome. I'm grateful that you came on. We've been talking about it, haven't we? And
for so long.
Throwing it back and forth. And I actually made you a coffee. So we had our coffee together.
Finally, after
we had a Bucks Fizz, and now we've got sparkling water. So we've really gone to town, haven't we? I love you loads. I'm sure you'll be coming back on at some point.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to come on yours. And that's another bloody story.
That's another story. Wait for part 2.
Thank you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok. I think I'm going to try and start my Facebook again. But I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon and Apple.